Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. And I am in our downtown studios. We're going to go across town here and spend a little time with Mike Maddox. He's President, CEO, EOS Visionary of ASK here in Lansing, Michigan, and also host of the Bottom Line IT right here on the Michigan Business Network. And Mike, you have gone through a tremendous merger with Convergence Networks and Grade A. And we've been talking about that as part of what's going on. But let's talk about something different this week, if you don't mind. And that is MSP, managed service providers. What should businesses look for in an MSP?
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good question, Chris. And the technology industry is full of all kinds of different companies, all kinds of different sizes, skill sets. All of them, by the way, throw cybersecurity all over their branding and website because they feel like that's where the money is. If I'm a business owner, what I'm looking for in an MSP or a managed service provider is a company that can do one thing. They can help me leverage technology to be more profitable, to be more efficient, to grow my business, to make it a business asset. And not all companies have the ability to do that. That takes very special skill. It takes people with a level of business acumen and knowledge, with a level of technology acumen and knowledge, and certainly with cybersecurity acumen and knowledge. And bundling those together and leveraging them to meet the business strategy needs of the customer and alleviate pain points and inefficiency takes a certain operational maturity. And that's the kind of questions I'm asking as a business owner if I was interviewing MSPs.
Yeah. So you talk about the three pillars of technology. Can they provide those?
Yeah, that's where it all starts. So to me, the three pillars of technology, the way that we look at it at ASK is that every business needs foundational, proactive, managed IT processes, systems, and tools. That's pillar one. Pillar two is solid backup and rapid recovery, the ability to get your data back if something happens, a cyber breach or some kind of catastrophic event. That's pillar two. Pillar three is proactive cybersecurity protection, not antivirus and firewalls, but tools that proactively look for breaches and prevent them before they get in. That's the foundation. You got to have that. But then above that, I mean, there's a lot of companies that can do that. But then above that, understanding how to leverage technology, all of that stuff as a business asset to help grow the business. I mean, that's what it's about. I like to say that technology for a business has no value on its own. Its only value is in its ability to help that business be more efficient, more collaborative, and more profitable. That's where the magic happens. It's a business tool. And if looked at that way, and if you have the skills as an MSP to deliver that, that's where you can become a true partner with your customer.
When you look at Kaseya and that cyber attack and examples like that, people misunderstand, I think, sometimes how that happened. How secure is the MSP, and why does that matter?
Yeah, no, it matters, and the answer to that is it varies across the board. That Kaseya breach was a true scare and wake up call for lots of companies, thousands of companies, and in the MSP environment is under heavy attack by cyber criminals because they know that if they can get the MSP, they can get to their clients. So you've got to ask as a business owner, what are you doing as a managed service provider to have cybersecurity efficiency? What's your cybersecurity process and protocol? And what are you doing to alienate and segregate and protect us as a client should there be an infestation of your tool set? So Kaseya is a back-end tool that MSPs use. In our company, we have a couple locations that use Kaseya. Those systems were taken down, but none of our clients were affected because of good process and good standardization within the company.
Now that's important. So what about the expectations of a business about an MSP when it comes to security, and what does that mean to a company to have an MSP instead of an MSSP?
Yeah, I'm really glad you asked that question. So the simple answer for me is you have to ask questions of your IT provider. Do you have cybersecurity professionals that are different and separate than your IT professionals? Because they're different skill sets, they're different training, different certifications. They're different. And I didn't understand that 10 years ago. I thought they were kind of all similar. They're very, very different. So we stood up and grew up a completely separate cybersecurity practice here at ASK. And now with Convergence and Grade A, we have many more of those folks, but they operate independent of all of our IT administrators, network administrators, support desk personnel. They're trained differently and they operate differently.
So very quickly, can the MSP provide a strategic technology roadmap, and what questions should businesses be asking?
Yes, simply what I would ask if I was a CEO, I would say, how are you going to drive technology to produce efficiency and profit in my company? What's your process? What do you use? Here we call it the technology alignment process. When I talk to our customers all over the state of Michigan that have been with us for a while, they all point to that and say, that's why we're with you. That's the differentiator. But if I was interviewing a potential provider in IT, I would say, what is your process? What do you do to leverage technology for us? And how do you do it specifically? Many of them can't answer that question because they're stuck in the old model of we answer the phones, we patch the servers, we update antivirus. That's all good. We do that, but that's not enough. That's not using IT as a business tool. That's just being reactive. That's being a vendor.
So there's so much more. Mike, thanks for clearing a lot of that up for us. Michael Maddox, President, CEO, EOS Visionary at ASK, and also host of Bottom Line IT right here on the Michigan Business Network. We'll be back to catch up on that merger, by the way, in the next interview. In the meantime, you're watching the Michigan Business Network, and I'm Chris Holman. We'll be right back with more.